we wanted to come up with some ideas to personalize the doll beds, make it your own and your dolls. And they were going to be quick, inexpensive, easy to do. So the first thing I did, I went to the dollar store. The dollar store, I bought a dish towel. This one has some appropriate words on it. Dream, peace, and imagine. It's got a pretty little pattern. And I also bought a pair of pot holders. $1 for the towel, $1 for these. I folded these over and I stuffed them with styrofoam peanuts because your doll won't care what's in there. And I stitched them together to make a pair of matching pillows. I think you could do this with fabric glue too, so you wouldn't even have to sew. Now that one has a pattern. I also bought a solid color towel. And there actually are a lot of colors in here. You can either match or ignore those. So here is solid red towel. And I was feeling dramatic, so I bought black pot holders. And I made these into the triangles. And you can put those up there. Either they can almost cover up the plaid, or they can kind of complement it. Or they could be like this too. So again, $1 for the towel, $1 for the pillowcases, or the pillows. Pretty quick, pretty inexpensive. The third idea I used, I simply cut up a t-shirt. It's an old t-shirt. I cut the back out of it. It actually matches a pink color that's up here. So I cut it just to size, big enough to cover the mattress end to end. I trimmed it up with a little piece of ribbon. This is a scrap of ribbon I had. That's how long the piece was. I used it, but you could trim up with buttons or sequins and fabric glue. And I made a little pillow to match. The bed actually comes with a pillow, so you could just make a pillowcase. The next idea, this is the one I put some effort into it, but it's still simple, and it would be a great sewing project for mom or grandma to work with a child. I made, this is solid color on one, or a solid piece of fabric on one side. I made up my own pattern here with different colors. Any color you choose that you like will work out just fine. I've got a two-sided pillowcase here. Either matches. You could simplify this by just doing stripes or doing about 6 big squares, so it wouldn't have to be complicated. And you can ask somebody who sews, grandma or a friend, for a few scraps. You don't need much material. And then, this is my last idea that I made up, and I was thinking about the boy dolls that American Girl has now. So here we are, denim. I actually used parts from 2 pairs of jeans. You can see I used dark and light, but you could do this with 1 pair of old jeans. Jeans have this heavy seam down the outside, so I just used that as the edge. I cut right along the edge of the heavy seam, and I made 2 pieces that I stitched together in the middle, and then stitched a little piece on the end to cover up the end. And then here, back pockets. All you have to do is cut around the back pocket, and then you would, in here, you would fill in some stuffing, and again, you could glue that part together. And honestly, that's my favorite one. For your boy doll, you can pretend this is his plaid shirt up here. These are his jeans. And I think you could use fancy jeans. Jeans that have embroidery and stuff, you could just save those parts and make a bed. So this is some different ways, inexpensive, quick, think it up on your own, give it a try.